and Banter Podcast. Banter Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend.
Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt.
My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering, does Delaware have an actual culture?
This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
What up? Welcome to Brewing Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. Well, that'll be the fuel. And I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, the legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
Hi.
Hello.
This is episode 269.
69, yeah, 269.
Of Brews and Banter Podcast. If this is your first time listening, welcome.
Hello.
If you are a bruiser and bruisette, welcome back.
Welcome back. Hello.
Welcome back. All right, you sound dead. What's wrong? You okay?
I'm just saying welcome because it's 269. Never mind.
It's 200 episodes away from 69.
Yeah, but it's still 69.
It's always a 69.
Oh, that's a good time, right?
Yeah, I like a good 69 every once in a while.
That's a good time.
All right.
That has nothing to do with today, but man, it's still a good time.
But if it's a 269, maybe it's double.
Oh.
That's nasty. All right. Y'all be trying to pull me in. No.
What? I'm a fan.
Be careful. Be careful.
Why not?
14.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
14.
Yeah, be careful with that. That one's a little aggressive.
Yo, my man stopped the conversation and said,
Because you just pouring willy-nilly. Like, you don't even know what you're doing out
I
here.
don't, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
You
Sometimes you got to look
You
out,
ask for
so-
some advice. I'm trying to give you advice.
you know what? I appreciate that.
No doubt,
There
man.
you go.
Cheers to you, brother.
Or you could just saw what happened.
Yeah, I could have just let him do it.
Just waited.
Just let him
Said,
do
yeah,
it.
go ahead and pour more.
Top it off, man. That's only 2%.
Top it off.
That's a 2% beer right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made this
Okay.
this one.
Yeah.
Yep, a little bit. Something like that.
This is our new episode, so I'm glad everybody can join us this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whenever you're listening or watching the podcast. We do have a great guest with us this morning, this evening, this afternoon. I just say it all the time. I can't help it.
It's like a bad habit.
Well, it's a good habit.
I mean, is it? They don't need to hear it twice. Like,
I don't know. People say it to me now.
But
so.
then they rewind and they hear it 4 times.
Yeah, well, people say it now and then when I'm walking down the street.
oh no, they don't. But okay, go ahead.
They do now. I was just
When?
the other day. Y'all wasn't
You
there.
making up stuff. I swear this
That's a
dude make
lie.
up stuff.
That's never.
Am I? You
We'll
never
never
know.
No proof.
Here you go. Yo, in there. But we do have a great guest with us today. We have the founder of DETV.
Said it again.
I did it on
Yeah. You should have just did it.
But I did the stop. And yo, this camera on go.
Brain processing his face though was
He
crazy.
was struggling.
I made it through though. I made it on the other side. But
did
you
make it through. I'm
pulled you
sorry.
back.
I'm
pushed me
sorry.
down the hill. You laid your hand out and said, and I went tumbling back down.
I apologize.
Damn,
I
brother.
Come on,
That's what
Jack.
brothers do.
Come on, Jack.
Hey, it's your own flesh and blood.
It'd be the worst
I'm
sometimes.
sorry.
But we do have the founder of DETV, Ivan Thomas, Big Ive.
You.
in the
Like,
building.
you like to call behind the scenes.
Okay, I said it. I'm not going to say it again.
You're not going to say it again?
That was it.
Yeah.
It's cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm good,
Welcome,
man. I'm
welcome.
good, brothers.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Your
We're gonna
Victoria
give it
clap.
back. Yeah.
Hit the button.
We don't have a sound
No
effect.
clap.
but
You don't
we'll
got the
give it
sound
back.
effect?
We gonna give it back.
We'll get that together.
No, I appreciate it, though, y'all.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Salute.
Thank you.
Salute to the
Cheers.
brothers.
Cheers.
For 269, that's a hell of a
Yeah,
bit, yo.
yeah.
269.
Salute to y'all, brothers.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Before we get into what we came here today, we always like to know what we are drinking on. So what are we drinking today, fellas? Are we?
My fault.
I ain't drinking right now when we drinking.
Yo.
Drinking that old shit.
Yo, that's what this thing should be called, man. Oh, shit. What is this?
That's that good barrel-aged barley wine.
Yeah, that's a barley wine. That's a 13%.
Where y'all get
It's
this?
from Attic Brewing out of Germantown, PA.
And since we talking about Attic, I'll start because we did a collaboration with Attic Brewing.
Okay.
That's their 4-year anniversary Barleywine that took about a year for them to make. It was aged in bourbon barrels. For about a year.
It tastes like it was aged in there for about 5 years.
Yeah, it's very.
That's a steak. Is that considered beer?
Yeah,
that's beer.
Yeah. That's a steak beer. You eat that with a good steak.
Yep, absolutely.
Steak. People pull out their cigars, everything.
This is not I'm gonna eat some nachos or whatever. Beer.
Nah, it's not light.
This is a meal
That's
beer.
not light.
Like, you only need one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Half of
Absolutely.
one.
Yeah.
He gave me fair warning. He was like, half of one. Yeah, just give me 6 ounces, and I'm good.
He tried to pour on hard and heavy. I'm like, slow down, bro, slow down.
You're a newcomer. Wait a minute, boy.
So that's Attic Brewing. Shout out to Laura and Todd. Congratulations on going on 5 years.
Because that was this year's.
Okay. So next year it'll be 5. But we did a collab with them. It's called The Legend of the Drunken Melon. It's a watermelon Gose. Goses are salt, fruit forward beers, y'all would say. Yep. And this is what it looks like on the can. What else y'all want to know about? It's 4.7% alcohol by volume. It's a watermelon puree is in this. A little bit of salt. This is not what it looks like in the can.
Nope.
No one has it. It's light. It's a light like I said, 4.7. It's a sweeter beer. Easy on the tongue. Easy on taste buds. You don't gotta be. You could drink a lot more of these than you can that barrel age.
You started Harley with this bad boy right here.
This is I call this is like a back porch beer. This is a pizza nachos. Like you was talking about earlier. You could try to drink this with it. But can art is by Aaron Cooper. He's out of Philadelphia as well. So that's cheers to this. We have a rating system on our thing.
Okay.
If you like the beer, pass me another. If you don't like the beer, but you kind of like the beer, I'll have just one. If you do not like the beer at all, you keep that shit in the cooler. Most of the time we get the beer that comes on our shows, we don't keep it in the cooler. We already like it.
Okay.
Which is probably on purpose.
I think so.
At this point, it's on purpose.
Yeah, we used to keep a lot of shit in the cooler early on. But now we like the beer that we drink.
Right.
And we know what to look for. And if we made it, we always want to pass me another. So
That's something that we can
cheers.
on, definitely.
Yeah, pass me another on that.
All right. Yo, what you got?
So I have another one of our collabs, which is Mentors Magic, which was a collab with Liquid Intrusion out in Baltimore. Also black-owned beer company.
Liquid Intrusions and Brandywine.
I'm sorry,
Brewing Company is in Baltimore.
And Brandywine and Olive Brewing Company, where they brew out of, is in Baltimore.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the collab we did with them and a kid named Philly. A kid named Philly did the can art. This can art is like amazing. Shout out to all black artists. But this can art is like, it's real nice, real nice. Lou actually made a shirt out of it, and I hate the can art shirts, but this one I actually like.
Really?
No, nothing against.
You never told me this.
But this what I know. I'm telling you. First,
I'm telling you now.
I'm telling you
Surprise, nigga.
Surprise! I got a whole shirt with his face on it. You ain't like that shirt either? Nah.
That's all right though, but they look good on you.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all
with
that
the
matters.
can.
Yeah,
The one you had the other day.
This is a 8%. I didn't realize that it was that high.
Yeah.
I forgot because it's so smooth. But this is a IPA as well. This is a double dry hop double IPA. So it's not super hoppy. It's real smooth. Kind of has a sweet flavor to it as well. And it's just delicious. Like, it's very drinkable. You just want to make sure that you're careful about it because it is 8%. So they got some, we got some Citra hops, some African Queen hops in there, which they love at Liquid Intrusion. And it has the tropical aromas, which is true. Citrusy zest. So, I mean, it's refreshing. And it's, it's good. And black people made it. So you got to, I mean, why not? Shoot. Yep. That's what makes it the best.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Black people make it.
Yeah, I would pass me another of these all the time. So, burn. Horn time.
Rob, what you got?
I got the second release, I guess the re-release of our collab we did with Autumn March. It's Drop Tuesdays. It is a toasted oat smoked ESB. This is definitely a malty beer. It's more of a malty forward, not too hoppy, but there's a smokiness because it was the spirals were set on fire and then put in there to soak, so you get some of that barbecue flavors to it. It's definitely a nice easy drinking beer. This is only 6%, but you also got like that smokiness too.
Yeah.
In this particular one, most ESBs are not smoky.
But I would say this isn't as smoky as it can get.
No,
though.
Nah,
right.
it
It's
ain't
not,
like,
it's not a rousing
like
beer.
but I wouldn't say like you need to like smoke to like this beer.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
Like
that
a
either.
Roush beer, which is a smoke
Yeah, Roush is
forward
more
beer.
Some of them
definitely
beers
more
taste
like-
like
You are
charcoal.
in the pit. You're in the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what the
I'm
hell?
sitting here, yo, and it's just like you ever see like Dave Chappelle joint, like, damn, nigga, what y'all go to weed college? I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm
Yeah,
sitting
we
here,
did go to weed college.
like you trying to go to beer college? Like y'all sitting there like,
Beer,
nah, the hops is
it's-
hoppity. You
yeah,
ask
yeah.
me, this motherfucker good,
It's good.
right? Or it's
Right.
like,
But that's
bro,
where you start. You start with this motherfucker good, and
Right.
then
Yeah.
you keep drinking. We've been drinking. This is episode 269.
yeah, hey,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
we average
gotta know
about 3
something.
beers an episode.
yeah, that's
So
a lot.
260 and that's just the episodes.
Just
Like we
the-
drinking during the week too. We going to beer,
Beer
fest.
festivals,
We
right.
doing things,
Wow.
man. We done tasted enough beers
To know
that
the
that's
difference.
and that's weird because we were talking earlier. Like we call Rob the aficionado. He the beer expert
Yes.
of the group.
Beer snob.
And we still think we novices, but I guess we ain't.
Right.
Like, I guess
Yeah,
we probably-
I
we
guess
probably
not, but hey.
So thank you for that. You
Yeah.
just boosted my ego a little
Man,
bit.
no,
I
y'all,
appreciate
y'all,
it.
y'all real good though.
Yeah.
Y'all, and it's so dope just to see. You know, when I heard about this podcast, I knew brothers were doing it a long time ago. I knew it was y'all doing it a long time ago, and to see where y'all are at now, and it's like yo, motherfuckers is calling for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all, y'all know y'all shit.
Mhm.
Y'all do. How's
I mean,
that feel?
We be out here grinding.
Yeah, y'all be grinding.
I
Yeah.
be tired.
That's how I feel. Motherfucker want to go to bed.
Sometimes I get a message from Rob or Lou. Yeah, y'all know we got something. So I'll be like, what? Another one?
Yeah, put it on
Damn,
the
you know how you try
calendar.
to make up an excuse not to go to work? That's how I be. I be like, what should I say?
I give you an example. The beginning of the month, we was like, let's do our calendar for the month, and we got to this date. We got to it's the 15th of October, and we were like, you know what? Let's call it a day. The calendar is way too full, but it's a blessing and a curse. Like we got all 3 of us have regular jobs, so
Right.
to do this is a privilege, but it's still it's
work.
almost- yeah, and it's a part. It's bigger
It's
than
a
a part-time
part-time
job.
job,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but
And your popularity is growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
When y'all go to like Brew Fest or whatever festivals
yeah.
or whatever, they know who you are.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
That's always funny. And it's always
That's
interesting.
just weird.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
How
very
weird it? Why?
Because we look at it like we just talking amongst us.
Yeah.
And it's
Nah,
not
man.
even that. Like I be in my bedroom.
Mhm.
I be in some shorts and my Brews
Yo,
and
that's
Banter
too much.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
that's
the
different,
truth.
like
My
you-
drawers, like
I
yeah.
didn't. I know. I said shorts.
I mean, that's what I felt like when
You
you
felt
said-
that way. I didn't say that though. You put that on me.
sorry.
Like a different
T-shirt in my
It is
Nope.
kind of different, like when we
Nope.
have.
I said my
Sorry.
Brews and Banter shirt and shorts.
Sorry,
Like,
Rob.
like,
Sorry, Rob.
I start
Yeah.
singing.
Can you tell your story, bro?
No,
Tell your side.
I'm just saying it's different when we know like the brewers and stuff like that. Like if they know us, hey, that's good because we most of the time we've interviewed them or we had a lot of interaction with them.
Or
But
had
when
their
we have
beer
like
on the show.
Yeah.
yeah, but when we have like people just walk up to you and say, "Yo, I heard your voice. I knew it was you." That's funny actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Right.
weird.
Or it'd be like episode 178 when you said, and you'd be like,
And they remember it, right?
Yeah, but that's the episode they'll be on.
How many people are y'all influencing? Like, this is just, I'm new to this, right? The beer thing. How many people are you guys influencing with, like, they come up and say, hey, I got this beer because of you?
Mm.
I don't know. Probably a lot.
A lot. Like it's
But-
hard to really.
But people just say that they listen to us, we enjoyed it. Like he said, they'll go back to episodes that we ain't thought about in,
Right.
in years.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's that like, and it's more than just a beer podcast. Like beer is what brought us together. Rob started the podcast
Right.
because he wanted to see more people like us in breweries and in bottle shops and things like that.
And brewing in
And
general.
yeah,
And brewing.
yeah, just
do y'all
yeah.
brew?
Nah,
We do
I
collab.
mean,
brewer.
We do collab.
We do collab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
collab.
collab, little
Yeah.
home brewing here and there.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
legal shit. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Steel mill in the backyard.
Yeah, right. We
Yeah.
can't. It's not illegal until you sell it.
Right.
I could
Right.
give it away for
You give it
free.
away.
Yeah, I
Right.
can give it away
Same
for
thing they
free.
said about heroin. You know?
Until it became illegal. Until it became illegal. Somehow, some way, like
Smoking black? All right.
I didn't say that.
Hey,
I
No
didn't say
wonder
that
they
at
call
all.
him Big Eye.
Right.
He knows a lot about 88. I was
There's a
like,
lot
88
behind
was
that.
crazy.
Go to commercial. Go to commercial.
Because I remember when I had heroin.
Back in '88.
Right. I know what I was doing with it. It moved real bad. Oh, we still live?
Yes.
Apologies, people.
Yeah. How did we get here? Oh yeah, but let's bring it back to why we are here to talk to Big Eye.
You try to interview us. Like, don't do that.
I'm intrigued.
But that's what Brews and Banter is about. It's a free-flowing podcast.
Yeah.
So if you have questions, ask away. We're going to ask questions as you talk.
Okay.
So that's what this is all about. It's always free-flowing. So feel free, man.
All right, cool.
And we do enjoy answering the questions and try to give people a perspective on where we came from, where we're going, and things like that.
It's definitely different being on the other side. So that's why we
try to throw it right back, but we wanted to get right back to you. So.
Okay.
But it's your show.
It's y'all show.
It's your show.
It's my house, but y'all show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really fuck with y'all, man. I'm really
Appreciate
happy
that.
at y'all and glad y'all do this, man.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome to see brothers inside this space, right? Of brewing and talking about beer, because a lot of brothers, the only thing they can talk to you about is fucking Miller Lite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course. But you have.
I don't remember the last time.
For real?
Yeah.
Y'all don't drink none of that no more?
What's the point?
Not like
Very, very
it's
rare.
very rare. Like
If that's what's available,
It's the only thing out there.
If you're at somebody,
if
if
I'm
you're
at
at
a
somebody's
restaurant or
house or
something,
somebody, somebody's barbecue and they don't know craft beer, we'll bring craft beer, but it's not normally enough for everybody.
everyone,
so, and I want everybody to drink it.
Yeah.
So I won't. If I bring craft beer to a barbecue that's not going to have a lot of craft beer, I'll drink your Miller Lite or your Coors Light so that somebody else
Shout
can
out
try
to the High
beer.
Life though, the champagne and beer. I rock with it. Miller High
I
Life.
like Coors Light, man. I'll rock with a Coors Light every once in a while.
Man, I won't drink nothing else. Like, because like
Who bougie now?
it ain't that it's not that I'm bougie, but like I only drink other like the big beer companies if I'm at a restaurant or something. They don't have any craft beer, so that's different. I might get like a Guinness or something like that.
To
But
be honest, man, I don't even drink big beers. If I'm at a restaurant and they don't have craft beer, I'll get soda.
get some soda.
Yeah, I
see,
won't.
don't fool
Palate
with soda,
change.
so
Yeah, like I
looking
don't
for
want. Coors Light is the only beer that I still drink.
Oh, who the bougie guys?
We are.
I think we found them.
Yeah,
My man said we are.
We are.
My man said we are.
First of all, it's
Like
not
my pa-
us. This dude
Yeah,
will send back a glass.
Yeah, he about
if
to.
it's
he'll
not
talk
clean enough for the
Who's
beer.
that? Who's that?
Rob G.
Rob, yep.
I've done it like once.
Rob stay bruising.
Twice.
But you did it. You did it.
Yes. He did it 2 more times than either of us have ever done
Well,
it.
that's because once you know, you need to try to educate.
And then he making the people feel bad. He's like, yeah.
Unacceptable. I
If
need to
somebody
hold
pour
up a
your beer and the bubbles are sticking to the glass, that means they need to go wash the glass again. Because you
Probably.
want to experience exactly how the brewer meant you to experience. It's like a movie theater. Movies are meant to be seen on the big screen. So you should go to the movie theater. That's how I mean.
He was getting like.
So you want in part of the beer experience is to have a clean glass because if bubbles is on the glass, that means it's a little residue or some soap, and that's going to influence the taste of the beer.
Exactly.
I definitely agree with
All
that.
right,
But I've never sent my.
They never sent it back though.
I've still never sent my glass back.
I don't do it now because y'all make fun of me.
That's the only reason.
He's like, oh, this glass is so dirty.
I've seen something that be like, I want to sit back, but I don't.
Damn this glass. Damn it, man.
Big Eye did it again. He did it again.
My fault. It's a fucking habit.
Big
My
Eye.
bad.
I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call him Big Eye. Go ahead. It still hurts. But since you had the taste of beer, what do you think about that beer?
One, it is so because I never grew up on beer. You know, it was always like hard liquor, right? So beer was never my thing, right? But this is different. I think craft beer to me is more palatable than having like a Miller Lite or a Coors, right? You can taste the flavor. It's like someone cooking at home, right? There is a difference.
Yep.
There is a difference.
They are kind of chef-like.
And for I've had 2 different kinds since you guys been here, and you can taste like you said, one has a little bit of weed in it, one has a little bit of this in it, and you just got to figure out which one you like best. To I guess with which you like to eat or the mood you're in.
Yeah. Right.
So I mean, shout out to like you said, there's black beer makers. This right here looks freaking amazing. Like the artwork. So you can see it's not even just about the
black
beer.
Artist that did that too.
Yeah.
All the artwork, this artwork,
this is
artwork, and that artwork is all black artists.
Yeah, this is. I want to try it. This is good. You said?
Yeah.
If you like it, like malty, it's like a
Let me try that.
multi-forward beer.
He taking that back.
And
see
it's
what
a
you,
little smoky.
but what you just shot back. That would you saying that you grew up on hard liquor? That's something to start with because that's brewed in a bourbon barrel.
So what the hell is a bourbon barrel?
That's
Like
what
the barrel.
Just the big
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, so
Right.
so a brewery will they'll buy a bourbon barrel from a bourbon company.
See, that's different.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally
different.
Totally different than what you had.
So I think my thing is for people, just try the craft beers. They're really they're good and different. You know.
Some people say that it pairs better with food than wine, but it don't get as much exposure because people think when they think of beer, they think the cheap, the Miller Lite,
right,
stuff like
right.
that.
Or they
And
think hamburgers, nachos,
right.
and it's like, nah, this is a fish.
Yeah.
I could do tilapia, I could do salmon, I could do whatever a fish with this.
Yeah,
So,
it can go with a gourmet meal,
like you said,
or
that-
it can go with just let me get the bag of nachos. But
exactly.
it is.
It has the whole palate is a spectrum.
Now they do got beers for that, but
Yeah.
but
But this is for the beer lover.
right.
This is for someone that wants something different, right? That everyone says, oh, okay, this is the way this is what I want, and it's. I mean, I'm enjoying it, and they're not nasty at all.
Good,
Right.
good.
Let's get that straight.
That's
You
the
know,
thing. Like I don't think there's like, is it a such thing as a nasty
Yes.
beer though?
Yes.
yes.
I think it's just nasty to you.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Oh,
palate
yes.
is different.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody's
So-
palate is
so
absolutely
because
you're
everybody's
absolutely
palate
right
is
about that.
different. That's the thing that
Just
I
gotta
like.
find a beer that you
Yeah,
you
that
like.
you gotta
Yeah.
like that
But-
you like. And with craft beer, it's a lot of beer styles out there and a lot of flavors and adjuncts and stuff that were put into these beers, right? Versus where if you go look for like one of them big boys like Budweiser or something, you're only gonna find a certain kind of beer.
Yeah.
But with this, like it's all people are putting all types of things in here, like
what?
Oreos.
Oreos.
Sweet
Are you
fish.
serious?
Yes, sweet
we put
potato,
Nah, get out.
We have
pumpkin.
a beer that's not on the table
said
now.
cocaine?
candies.
You said
I
cocaine?
was waiting for the
I
heroin
said
again.
pumpkin.
Back to the heroin.
Pumpkins. I ain't say
Like,
nothing.
we did-
Heroin if you want it, like big eye, like
Hey, I'm just asking. Look, you don't.
But there are some THC beers, there's some CBD
Yeah,
beers, there's
yeah.
some hemp
You want to
beers.
bring that
Next
next show?
Next
yeah,
time.
next show.
Behind the
Next
scenes,
show,
yeah,
we got you.
Yeah,
Y'all whispering that.
I know. Why do we?
I don't know why we got quiet.
I was like, no, we don't.
Why do we get low? What's going on?
We got you. We see you after the show. All right,
Like, yeah,
you just had a politician here. All right,
Look
at the feds.
They might be at this door.
Waiting on us. We're
We're
gonna confiscate this beer, take it home. We're gonna drink it ourselves. Don't tell nobody.
So let's circle back. Rob.
Okay, we keep
What?
circling
What?
back.
Every time.
We
Every
keep
time. We keep
circling
trying.
back.
What is DETV?
Because before we start, because
Okay.
I remember DETV as Channel 28. Is this, are we talking about Channel 28 from like Reverend Twin B Brown and all
Reverend
that?
Twin B.
Yeah.
Brown. Shout out
Yes,
to my
rest
man
in
Rev
peace, my
Twin
man,
B.
for sure.
Oh, he's a freaking awesome.
Yeah.
He's been Twin B. Brown started the LAPA organization back, I want to say like 1980, maybe like 1970, somewhere around there. And we were lucky enough to win the bid in 2019, and we came in, and Dennis and I, my main man Dennis, shout out to Dennis, we came in and just wanted to do something different, right? And everyone, they laughed at us, and they put us down, and they was like, oh, you motherfuckers can't do it. You never ran a TV station. 6 years later, $2 million later, we like, what's next?
ran a
You know what I
TV
mean?
station, yeah.
What's next?
So wait, you never ran a TV station. What made you want to do that now?
No, you know what, man? It's like when we came in 2019, it was I'm the type of dude that I'm going to give it my all no matter what I do, right? I just happen to have a power twin, a wonder twin with me that's the same. You know what I mean? He was the only one, and I'm going to give my man love because he was the only guy that I ran to. I had this idea of creating this online network, and the idea was like Complex, right? Complex News back then.
Yes.
And I had no money. I was a guy in the basement with a little van, and I went to all these photographers, all these other guys. I'm like, yo, I got an idea, and they laughed at me, right? They laughed at me, and they made it known like, yo, we are bigger than you, and we don't need you, and we good, right? A couple people, my man Dennis was like, come on, let's do it. Oh, let's rock out. And he drove all the way down from Philly, right? From Philly here, and he still does it to this day. Go home, take a shower, come back. And he believed in this vision. My man Saquon believed in his vision. My man Lindsay, my man Leo believed in his vision. Like I was so fucked up, right? And Leo was my man that said when I had the idea, my white boy, right? He went and bought the website for me. my man Lindsay, man, shout out to Lindsay. He bought my first cards for me for $12 because I couldn't afford them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just had these brothers around me, man, that just was like, yo, come on, I believe in it, right? I don't see it, but motherfucker, if it's you, then you believe in it, I believe in it, right? And that's the energy, man. That's the thing that just keep me going. Because like we were fucked up, you know what I mean? Like shit wasn't sweet. That's not, you know, motherfuckers. Yeah, I remember the days of being broke, man, and trying to just figure shit out. It was funny. I was talking to my wife the other day, right? This morning, matter of fact, and I said, she always was like, yo, you got to chill. You got this. I'm like, nah, I can't chill. Ain't no off button with me.
Right.
I said, do you remember the time when I ain't had no job and I was about to go work I tried to go to Lincoln Tech.
Remember I was trying to sell this brick. Remember I had this last
fake brick. I had no real brick, no fake brick.
Real.
Right. And it was crazy because like she was getting ready for work, right? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. I said, you remember how fucked up I was? Like, I was trying to go to Lincoln Tech to become a fucking mechanic. And I didn't know nothing about being a motherfucking mechanic. I was like cars. Yeah,
I just drive them. I don't know nothing about cars.
Yeah. And now, man, we are, Dennis and I, and my team, man, my fucking team, man, we are so fucking privileged, man. And it's such an honor to just do what we do every day, man. And what we do is we create everything from kids shows to a morning show we create content. We create TV shows, and we're the only guys in Delaware that has a TV station to do it. So why not come to work every day with a motherfucking smile on our face?
Absolutely.
And make shit happen.
Absolutely.
You know what I
like
mean?
the passion you got behind it.
Delaware's not,
I love it.
I love them.
Delaware's not a big state, but that doesn't matter. The only TV station in
TV station.
In Delaware, that's
And we took with Twin B. We took his idea, what he had, and I think Twin B was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Right? He was definitely ahead of his time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he was doing this with old churches and everything. And when we came in, and I was just a guy in the basement, like everyone used to come to the basement of my house, right? And because I always wanted my daughter, like my daughter is the reason I got into this. Okay. Because I fell into a serious place of depression. And when so long story short, while I pour this rest of this motherfucking
he mixing
he
mixing and spilling.
Am I mixing? I'm mixing, right?
He ain't poured the other way.
I did that one.
All right, well, go ahead.
Well, that's all good.
Yeah, just drink that.
Dennis, if anything go crazy, man, pull the plug.
Nah, don't pull that plug, Dennis.
You did say that y'all be here all the time, so
yeah, just sleep it off, man.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Sleep it off. Wake up.
Yo, that shit, I didn't motherfucker just said sleep it off.
Like,
you sleep it off. Sometimes that's all you got.
All three of us have a sleep it off story.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
I got worse than sleep it off.
For this, yeah, you do.
I got some bad
stories.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about that.
That one. That was my last one.
You learned.
Yeah, I learned from that one.
I don't tend to learn. I always have an issue. Once a year. Nothing.
Yo. So you talking about you making content. So what are what are some of the things that you do in terms of the content? Like what are the shows? Like who's involved? Like what are the shows that come on? And where can you find them?
Okay. So we broadcast. We have two sides of it, right? We broadcast everything on Comcast Channel 28 in Newcastle County, and Sussex and Kent 190 and 191 on cable TV. On the other side, we developed this during COVID, is that we can multi-stream up to 30 different social media channels at the exact same time as our shit is airing live on TV. Okay. Right. Okay. So the shows that we make we have a show called Good Morning Wilmington, where I'm the host, and my co-host is former Miss Delaware Vincenzo.
You do, but I was wondering.
Shout out to B&M Bistro.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
You do look familiar.
I was wondering.
Look at you. Oopsie. So Good Morning Wilmington, we've been doing that for about 4 years now.
Cool.
I have a DETV sports show that my guys come in, Nick, Jason, and Matt come in and do the sports. I have a show that we shot earlier, the political show called The Agenda. I have, what else I got? I got a kids show called DETV Kids. What else we got, Dan? It's the fucking beer, man.
We got other shit.
Let's say his big thing is DET music. Is that something as well?
Yeah, DETV music we dropped last year. I wanted to create something, and that's the crazy thing about being here all the time is like we try to see it where a hole is and we try to fill it. Right?
Yeah.
Music is we're creating this music platform that allow artists to come and take advantage of our platform. Like one thing we don't want to do is be stingy, right? We want to share our reach with people like y'all, man. Like y'all dope as hell. And like for the homes that we're in, over 300,000 homes that we're in, and another 50,000 online. We're like, hey, look, these some brothers that's doing it. Y'all need to see. Y'all need to look at them.
Yeah.
You know. So we dropped DETV music to highlight artists in Delaware, but with that, we have we make sure that we go to. It's like a purpose behind it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So, and what it is more like not just self-care, but it's more like a wellness and making sure that artists okay, right? We have a network that we just created called DETV Every Woman. And it's a woman network. So like every other Thursday, women come in here there's about 50 women come in here and they sit right there and there's a live show just dedicated to women.
Nice.
Right? To talk about their issues. And what's so dope about it is that we understand how to use media. Like I'm a scientist, right? I'm a scientist / architect, right? And that thing is like, as much as I like to create content, I love the fact that science could make people look, right? And bring people together. Like, and when I used to like really, really go hard in Buddhism, my thing is just the understanding the tone and the language and the sounds. But now I have imagery, right? And in that imagery, man, I'm fucking it up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm making sure, like I'm going in on it. Like I get the science of and how to create neurological connections to people through video, sound, and smell and all that.
That's
So
awesome.
Like that.
I just use my superpower to just bring people together and just learn dope shit.
Yeah, that's a superpower.
When he said Buddha, I heard it. All I saw was Angela Bassett doing I'm there.
Oh yeah. My Tina Turner shit. Yeah. That's what I call it. I be on my Tina Turner shit. Nam yo renge kyo.
Man.
Yeah.
That self-care is important.
Yeah,
whatever it takes.
Yeah, mental health, self-care, all that.
We about that too.
Yeah,
we are definitely
for
that
sure.
too.
Yeah, because we had a few people on here that talk about health, social, mental health, all that kind of stuff. So
self-care, all that type of stuff. And I'm like you said, depression, me too. And any chance I get, I tell black men, go to therapy right now. Go to therapy. Black women, go to therapy right now. Don't talk to your friends. They don't care. Go to a therapist.
Some people do got friends that care.
They care, but they can't help.
They can't help. That's the biggest part.
Yeah, most friends do care.
Yeah.
I apologize for that. Most friends do care. They can't help, and they don't know how to guide you in the right direction. So talking to them is kind of like hitting the brick wall because they're gonna give you the same. Oh, you can keep going. Just keep. Like that's not. I need a plan. I need to figure this out.
You can thank me later. I helped you keep friends. Because you just said your friends didn't care, so they was,
listen, bro.
They was about to say, you know what? We're talking about
the friends that I did think cared, and I asked for help. They did not help me, and they are not my friends. Right. The friends that I got, and I didn't say friends don't care. Those friends know that they care.
They know who they are.
Right.
They know who care.
The ones that's mad at that stage.
They sitting with each other right now, like, damn, you didn't care.
No, I didn't care either. It was too bad. But like we do focus on mental health and men's mental health. Black people mental health all around, so we like that.
Yeah, we definitely do, and
sure.
To me, I mean, we focus on a lot of stuff.
It's if a black woman is doing it, we want to promote it.
Yeah.
If black men are doing it, that's second. Yeah. And then if a white woman or another person of another nationality that's a woman, we love to promote women because we all have daughters.
Yeah, man.
And we want to let our daughters know that an untraditional job, an unstereotypical job for them is something that's possible. Mm-hmm. So black women in brewing is something that we always try to reach out and find somebody who does it. And
is there a lot? Is there a lot of black women?
It's not a lot, but it's more than you think.
Okay.
I can agree with
not a lot,
that.
but there's more than you
think.
And every day there's one more.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah.
Shout out to all the black women that's out here brewing. Make sure you hit these brothers up.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Because I mean, because me seeing it for the first time, I was like, oh, yeah, that's different.
Mm-hmm. That nigga was like, yo, that's sexy. That's what that nigga That's what that nigga said. That nigga was like, yo.
I'm drinking that beer. I don't care what it tastes like. Yeah, that's how he was. That's
You
how
gonna
he
pour
was.
me a pint of you?
Not every woman we had on the podcast be like, you talking about me?
Yeah, you'll never know. You'll never know. That's what he won't do. He won't tell you who it is. But it was you. You know that. If you think it was you, yes, it was you.
That's funny.
I have a question. Ivan, you're from Delaware?
Yes, Southbridge.
So we nice. So we always ask
He's
this.
scared. He's scared.
I'm not. I'm not. At one point in time, I was. I did get stuck up in Southbridge.
Did you?
We talked about our.
That was you.
That was me. That was me. That was me. That was that. No, that was not you though. But you may have heard about it.
So you didn't, right? Sail from good.
Right. I remember from way like the same nigga from Good Morning Woman is fucking sticking me up. God damn.
We was in your podcast. I'm like, yo, Dennis, that was that
That
nigga.
was him, man. That was when I got him. Yeah. I got, yeah. What up? That's not the question. That's not the question.
Yeah,
Focus. Are we focused?
Oh, yeah.
So, early on in our podcast, we asked a question, or Yoda asked a question, and it's part of our intro at this time. So anytime we got somebody from Delaware on the podcast, we need to ask this question. Does Delaware have a culture? Does Delaware have a black culture? If we do, what is it?
Damn, I might get canceled over this.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hold on. Let me
Have
take
another
Take your time. Take your time. We can end the show with this. If you want. You don't have to ask no more questions. if you want.
Man. Let me answer. I want to answer this right.
Shaky head. He's like, I didn't think niggas gonna ask you that.
I didn't listen to all that. I didn't listen to all the episodes. I should have.
I've never heard this on them episodes. You nigga lied to me, Greg. Nigga lied. All right.
I did ask you first. Is there anything that you want to
You
say?
did.
No, nope, I'm open book.
Okay. All right. Let me hit me with the first part. The first part again.
Does Delaware have a culture? If so, what is it? Does Delaware have a black culture? And if so, what is it?
Oh man, I think when you say the word culture, right? It could go. That's broad. It can go anywhere. So does Delaware have a culture? Yeah, Delaware has a culture. Delaware has a culture of a small town, right? The small town feel. And what I see over the last 10 years, because there was one point I hated Delaware, right? I was ready to move out of Delaware. But what I see now is that there's more people starting to give a damn about culture, right? And you can't have a society that's just, and I'll use these for example, like people over here and people over here, right? The society that will never grow. But what I've seen over the last couple of years that made me fall back in love with Delaware is people that are on this side of the fence that say we need to understand what's over here in order to make a change. And people that don't look like us on this side of the fence saying the same thing. We need to find out how to live and work and play and eat and make money and to have a better society here. The question is, the answer to that question is, I see the culture changing. I don't see it staying the same. And that's one of the things where I really, really love about how now there are black brothers talking about beer. And 10 years ago, that that wasn't the case. Right? There is a black man running a media station that 10 years ago wasn't the case.
Absolutely.
But now check this. Part two of this is our audiences are mixed and diverse.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And now we can appreciate everyone being a part of this new culture. Right? This new Delaware, this new thing. So does Delaware have a culture? And I'm going to say the culture is elevating to something different, but we all need to play a part to make it better. I can say that.
I agree.
Part
so
two.
You just said no. But go ahead.
He can say
I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded.
I think what he's saying is no, but we're
building.
Yeah, we're building.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
The
I
culture
agree.
is evolving. What it was 10 years ago was nasty.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, and now what it has come to in 2024 is something that you can see 2034.
Yeah, man.
almost complete and efficient and be able to run on its own volition.
Yeah.
But right now, it's still
it's still building. I mean, that's Delaware. You take Atlanta. Atlanta has a culture.
Right.
Atlanta's culture is black folks work together, but don't get it fucked up. There's black folks that still getting killed and getting shot and blah, blah, right?
Right.
So, and what's part two? Part two is the black culture here in Delaware. Whew. Again, everyone
Newcastle County and specific.
Man, you know, I think
Why you just going to forget?
Pacific.
Oh, don't say
Pacific.
Yo, you say Pacific, we cut this off.
Edit
We
that
cut
part.
this shit off. I hate that shit.
This nigga crazy.
I can't read this nigga can't talk.
I say
This
Newcastle.
nigga run media?
I say Newcastle County.
Go
I
get that
say
nigga
Newcastle
some water.
Let me
I
go
say
see if he
Newcastle
spelled
County
this shit right. If he
because
spelled media right.
we're all from Newcastle County,
Yeah.
and DETV is based in Newcastle
Okay.
County. I know it's a small state, and we all are really close. Like all three counties are really close, but I guess there are kind of hood areas in the other two counties, but
Yeah.
but there's-
Nigga, there ain't no running water in some of them
yeah,
counties.
I don't think that's hood. I see that's country.
Dover got some.
Dover got some pockets.
Dover definitely got pockets.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
never some of them niggas.
I never spent.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Dover got some
Yep.
pockets.
All right,
Yeah.
but
Wherever
Sussex
there's a
too.
black barber at, there's definitely some niggas. Okay?
that's true. That's true.
Shout out to all the black barbers.
Shout out to all of them, even the ones that's cutting white hair. Shout out to them.
Oh my God.
You gotta be a master barber to cut
Gotta
white.
be a master
but ain't no
barber.
white barbers cutting.
Gotta
No
be
white
a-
barbers is cutting black
Wait a
hair.
minute.
They don't.
There's a few. There's a few.
They cutting right.
Right.
They
but
blend better than some of the brothers in
but,
here.
but are they cutting white people's hair too?
Yeah. Yeah. You go over there with that school, that barber school, Mitchell.
Mitchell and that. No.
Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell. Yeah, they teaching them. The boy Craig from Fat Cuts, he cutting white people hair.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But that master barbers.
Master-
barbers. If you know how to cut black people hair, I think that's what I'm trying to say. It could be black people or white barber, black barber. But if you know how to cut black people's hair, you normally know how to cut all hair.
No.
I'm
Gotta
gonna
disagree with you there.
I'm gonna say so.
No.
I'm gonna say
No.
so.
No.
But we don't have to talk
Okay,
about
wait,
that.
that's not-
We're
not
talking about
episode.
Delaware
Well, we
black
talking
culture,
about- yeah,
black
yeah,
culture
I'm
in Newcastle
How
County.
do we get to that?
Yeah, we was rocking on that for a
We
minute.
was talking about pockets at Dover.
Yeah,
and
barber.
like,
If it's a black barber, then it's a hood.
Like, what is in this shit? Yeah. That's talking
Mixed
about
it.
every. That's what the
you
problem
mixed
was.
it. Yeah, you mixed 14% with 6%.
That's how much that thing
Now
was.
you got
Now
20%.
you tell me?
You had 20%. Yeah, you drinking 20%.
Hey,
worth
man,
of
yeah,
beer.
it's a good. It's a good night.
It's a good night. We on the network.
Right. It's a good night. Hey.
Oh, this
Black
one right
culture.
here? We can open this.
What's the black culture here in Delaware? I think we've been a people that our culture has been taken from us, and I think we still don't know who we are. I think that, and I'll break it down generation wise. I think the generations are our mom and pop's generation and grandparents' generation in the 70s. You know, they worked together. They lived together. I mean, even when you take the east side of Wilmington, where the black doctors, the black physicians, the black educators all lived in the community, right? And they had to build on that culture. I think that our culture has been taken and we have been giving to record deals and stripped of our who we are, and now that our culture has been replaced with ignorance and survival, right? And that's one of the reasons why I love media so much, because when I got into media, I remember sitting on my mom's steps in South Bridge at the early part of it, right? And when I was going to like the Buddhist temples, and I was studying the Tao Te Ching, and I was studying because I'm a Mason too, right? So I was studying, the books, and I just start thinking like what stuff was fed to me growing up, right? And that was pornography and music, right? That was in the neighborhood, right? The rappers then were selling drugs. The rappers now are using drugs, right? So where did that shift? What was that shift that said, you know what, I don't want to make money, I want to get high, right? And I think that like our culture now scares me, because we are being programmed for ignorance, right? We are being programmed to settle. We are being programmed. And you could think the levels of like even in our communities, and it's not about white or black. It's about class now, right? Classes of people. And when you sit back and you look at how this president can say what he wants and people are okay with it, and how it's acceptable. But let someone else say it, it's condemned.
Mm-hmm.
It scares you. Yeah. When you think about the music, right? And I'm not going to say the rapper's name, but we all know it's rappers out here that are women degrading women. Creating songs that our little daughters can listen to at school, right? And program them to say, this is who I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
That's their culture. Yeah, we have a culture that's fucked up. And it's hurting us and it's killing us. And now we want to know why, reading efficiency right now is at a single digit. This is what Malcolm said, the roosters are coming home to roost. They're coming home to roost. Because this is years and years of programming the food in our community, the music in our community. I had a Jewish friend of mine say to me one day, years ago. He said, Ive, help me to understand something. And I was like, what? He said, why do black people make songs about killing other black people? You know what I mean? Like, why do y'all make songs that tear down who y'all are if y'all band together, you can do some wonderful stuff. Why do we do that? Because we're programmed.
And I think part of that's based off where you're at. I mean,
I agree.
You see it all the time. You're a product of your environment.
I agree.
Talk about something.
But to speak off the Jewish people have been persecuted throughout history.
Yeah.
And they don't sing their songs aren't about their deaths.
Let me ask you all a question. How many did your life change when you had a daughter? Did your thoughts change?
It changed. My son was born first.
Yeah, okay.
So
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Your son.
Yeah.
Did you treat your son different than you treat your daughter?
I try not to, but I think I do. Yeah.
I treat
I
one.
just had a conversation with my ex-wife about this. She says I do.
Oh no.
They bring that yin and that yang out of you. The daughter, you like, I ain't gonna hit you like I hit that little boy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna discipline you like I discipline that little.
That depends.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I be digging it.
And it could be, but has it changed you emotionally?
But emotionally, I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
I think really when I got married, I changed emotionally.
Okay.
I think that changed me. And then having a daughter on top of it might have added a little something to there.
Right. Because subconsciously, you can't when your daughter and your wife is in the same room, you want her to see how you treat her.
Right.
Because when you're gone, you want that next man to treat her the same way.
Yeah, I do daddy-daughter dates just to be like, look, he gotta.
You open the door for her. You do this for her.
Yeah. And then I do the same thing with my son. Like, this is what you need to do.
Bingo.
For your mother, for your sister, for your lady. Yeah.
So we got these daughters being raised by music and all this. Do we have a culture? Back to your question, man. Do we have a culture? Yeah, we got a culture and it's screwed up. What we do here at DETV, man, is we try to change. We try to create another culture for our people. So when you see, our shows is not excluding, just like how your shows are, right? Your podcast, we're not excluding anybody. We're bringing everybody on, right?
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that the one thing that really fucks Dennis and I up in here, right, is when we come in here and we have a class full of kids that come see us. They come see two black guys, right, and the rest of our squad, because our squad is really diverse, that come see us in a studio, and I come walking out in a suit, in a Tom Ford suit with some J's on, right? And they like, yo, this you?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. They were like, word?
Yeah.
This you, man?
That's so the behind the scenes stuff of what we want to do is bigger than that's what our podcast is about. We want to put we want our kids and those kids to see people like you. Like, are there black TV owners out here? Yes.
Yep.
We got one on our show.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Like, that's our mantra. That's one of our mission statements is to show black people in spaces that we aren't quote unquote to be in. And our podcast is that. Like,
that's dope.
He started the podcast because he didn't think he saw enough black people when he went to drink beer. And it's like
Bingo.
I'm bringing my brother, I'm bringing my brother-in-law, and it's always just the three of us.
Yeah.
And if
And
I
y'all
bring
killing
you,
it.
now it's just the four of us. So that's the
Yeah.
whole podcast and talk about this shit. And it's the same thing. So we just keep it we go from the brewery to different spaces.
Yep.
Like this guy owns DETV, he's black. Oh, we got to figure out how to get him on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate
So
it.
because it's on purpose. Like we had a black female guitarist, kind of famous now at this point in her life.
She got famous after she left our show.
Yeah.
Well,
Because of
I don't know
y'all.
if she had already.
Because of y'all.
she was
Because of y'all. Because of y'all.
She
was
was
bubbling.
bubbling.
Bubbling brown sugar.
We were the cream. We were the cream that pushed her to the top.
Right, right. Someone saw it. I was like, yo.
Absolutely. She still owes us a guitar.
We had a black female marine biologist on the show.
Yep, author.
From Delaware, and author. We just had a black country singer, female country singer on the.
That's based in Delaware.
She based it. I was about to say
Black
she.
female country singer?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's her name? Y'all remember her name?
Charisma Brown.
Charisma Brown.
Charisma Brown. Shout out to Charisma Brown.
Yeah, she's dope. Who else have we had?
Oh, wow. That's
We had
She got a new song coming out tomorrow.
Oh, she did.
An upbeat song, yeah.
We had
And it's funny. Somebody ended up on her Spotify. I thought it was Spotify. It was YouTube or Spotify. One of them. But just based off of the fact that they must have Googled her and got to us from
Wow.
That's how it worked.
from Googling her
That's how it works.
because she performed somewhere and they was looking her up.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah, that's how it
so
works.
like stuff like that is crazy.
Man, this fucking beer got me warm.
Oh,
I think Dennis, we're gonna have to wrap this motherfucker up.
So Ives, 1988. You want to talk about it?
Sure, man.
What happened?
Or is this where are we going with this?
I don't know.
I don't know. He said he was loose. I figured we could get out.
Okay.
Because he got warm.
We can extract. Yeah, we can extract some. So what happened with the church?
Positivity on
The
DTV.
church in
Thank you,
1988.
bro. Thank you.
He was positively smart.
Yeah, 1999
Got a commercial break.
At the Union
Got a commercial.
the Union Baptist Tabernacle. What was it? What was his name of it? I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No, I used to be heavy in the church. Right? I think I took my turn for the better. No, I ain't gonna say for the better because I don't want to disrespect anyone's belief. I took my journey became like an eat, pray, love joint in my late 30s.
Okay.
In my late about 35, 36 is where I really found me. Right when I started I was like the Black Julia Roberts and Buddhist temples doing my Tina Turner shit. Right, and really finding self. So shout out to everyone that's finding enlightenment.
Yeah. It don't matter how late.
Right.
Yeah, it
Just-
don't. As
just
long as you
find it,
find it,
man, find
and
it.
wherever you find it in, if you,
That's great.
let's make that.
Yes.
Yeah, wherever you find your
As long as you're
enlightenment,
not hurting
in,
yourself or hurting somebody else,
yeah,
find some happiness somewhere, man.
because you're gonna need it in this world. This world crazy as
it's
hell.
crazy.
You're gonna need that and some beer, some good beer.
Listen, especially to get you warm. The
Then
ones that get you
shoot, the
warm.
arm button just clicked on.
Some warm shit. That was that old shit that got you like that.
You got that old
Now, I'm
shit
gonna
on.
try this one. You said this one was good.
They all good.
They all good.
That's an IPA.
Oh shit! I still got this left.
Yo,
that's-
man,
that's
we
the-
got him.
that's
We
the-
got him,
We
guys.
got him.
That's 8% too, though.
This ain't.
This one is 8%.
Yo, we over here just it was
We
a
got.
high
We should
night,
just give him a
man.
contract right now.
That's crazy.
Might as well just drink
Yeah,
it.
knock it back.
That was it.
She
was
all in the shot. Hey,
Tripping.
yo, right.
She had something a little earlier.
Yeah, that's why she all in the shot. She all in the shot.
Video.
Right.
Who got baby on?
If you want somebody that's not dancing in the song,
all
I
up
think
in
he
the
wants you to
video.
move. I think he wants you to move out the way. Why don't you just go in the control room? Just go in the camera. Right, you on camera. She tried to move. We got 8 cameras around here, and she's trying to dip and dab. If you don't want your producer or your person in the song, come to death row.
Who would have thought?
So I'm always curious to know, like, when you think of DETV
Yeah.
in the next, I guess, 5 years, what do you see?
Oh man, what I see, man, is this unremarkable just media platform that allows people just to keep doing what they do, but most of all, man, giving messaging and content, not just building content, but giving messaging to a community, right, that never received it. When you look at it, right, I study content. I study how what the hell is in here?
Or it's
Right. Right.
That's what he was saying.
Gotcha, bitch. The consumption of media, right? And like when we got radio, we got newspapers, we have magazines, but we don't have anyone speaking to our people, right? And our people, black, brown, indigenous, whatever, right? So I look in the next 2 months, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I look in the next 2 months because I'm coming, man.
Yeah.
I'm coming with a fucking force, B.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the next 2 months. DETV is gonna be 90% of the media out here that people consume.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And I want to make sure that we at DETV, that even though that we're unbiased, right, that we can make sure that people, and I mean our people as people that got blood in their veins, could get the information, that can vote better, can eat better, can live better, right? And get affordable housing and just do shit that they always wanted to do, but they didn't know that the information was out there, right? And I know with me and my team, man, like in the community, they fucking love us, man. We fucking love them, man.
Yeah.
And we do this shit because we do this shit. We do this shit because we care. Right, so 5 years, my 5-year plan turned into 2 years, and my 2 years turned into 2 weeks. So I really don't give a fuck. We going hard. You know what I mean? We coming.
I like
we coming.
it.
We fucking coming, man.
Yo, you can't beat that. You know?
So back in '88, my Delta '88. Yeah, man. Because we here, man.
That's what's up.
And when I don't know if everyone, and when you came up with the idea, the motherfuckers laughed at you, right, or told you that you couldn't. That's just my fucking fuel, man. I click on.
We didn't. He was like, fuck that. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, if they did, we wasn't listening.
Yeah, right. You don't listen to that, man.
Couldn't listen.
You could crash a Porsche fly, swatting a gnat. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we wasn't. So I think I have one more question. Is DETV just in Delaware, or besides like the actual Comcast, the actual television?
Well,
like I know the streaming and on the media, the social media is you can get that anywhere. Yeah. But actual to be on your TV,
I can.
in your
Comcast
cable
loves our
box.
shit so much that I can air in any city or state that has Comcast.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I mean,
got some ideas.
Yeah. No, and that's great because this is the thing. Like, if we are going after a market, just like is right now is voting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, let's buy a year worth of airtime in Philly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
New Jersey, whatever. And then leverage ad revenue against that joint there. You know what I mean? We said we got 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes left.
Oh,
That's
shit.
perfect. That's perfect. I told you to go by fast.
It do go by
Perfect.
fast.
You want to do an hour and a
90
half.
proof. Y'all give me some 90.
You want to drink more beers?
Rob gonna have to wrap us up.
30-minute
Oh my
episode.
God. This was good, guys. This
Yeah,
was really,
this
really
was.
good, man.
Do you have any more questions for us? We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. We on the network. We're gonna keep going.
Okay,
And
cool.
no, they like 2 minutes. What's next for y'all, man? Because y'all out here killing the game. Y'all got 269 episodes. That's a lot, man.
Hell yeah, it is.
We got a couple things coming
Yeah.
up.
We got
What's
another
next?
collab coming up.
Yeah, we're doing a collab with Dewey Beer Company down in Dewey Beach.
Okay.
They're second largest craft beer.
Yeah.
What that collab look like?
It's fruity.
This is crazy.
It's gonna taste like candy.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be
Definitely
very,
Fan, y'all?
very, very sweet.
definitely
Yeah. Just say yeah. Just
yes.
say yeah.
It'll be all right.
Sure.
They pass different ways because we
Okay.
also do trivia, which we'll be doing that way down there on October 18th.
Yep.
Trivia. What type of trivia?
We do Who All Gonna Be There.
What the hell is that?
It's the
Come on, let's play.
the black trivia you
Come on, let's
love.
Black trivia.
We
Let's do one round.
Black trivia night.
Tell them the question. Tell them your favorite
give me
question.
my favorite. God damn, I got so
you
many
can go ahead
questions.
and hit him with a.
what occupation was Dr. Uncle
Was
Phil?
Uncle
In the
Phil.
first season. Let's
Was-
go there.
no, not the first season. What occupation was the original occupation of Uncle Phil on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
He actually wasn't a lawyer. He was a janitor.
Damn. What show you watch?
It was a bootleg one.
Yeah, that was definitely the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It was a VHS one.
Where is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air from?
Fresh Prince of Encino.
Okay.
Yeah,
Some people actually answer that question wrong.
Do they?
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we-
I don't know where you got that
But he was a lawyer. He was a lawyer.
He was a lawyer.
Yeah, Uncle Phil was the richest
Yeah, I know
black
he was a
man
lawyer.
in
I
Bel
thought it
Air.
was a trick question. Yeah, he was a lawyer because I remember.
Some people think he's a judge. Some people say judge.
No, he was a lawyer. He
Yeah,
became a
he
judge in
started-
like episode
Thank
99.
you.
Yes,
See,
that's what we say. He
people
was
be
a
telling
lawyer.
me like, yo, you crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. The question is,
He
what
was
was
right.
he?
He was going against George Jefferson.
Yeah,
to be the-
exactly. To be the
That's
judge.
what I'm
Yes,
saying.
sir.
I'm like,
So
the
that's so
episode with George
basically.
Jefferson.
So when we go to breweries, all breweries have different trivia nights.
Right.
But when you go to them, it'll be Star Wars trivia, it'll be Friends trivia, it's Seinfeld
Oh, it
trivia.
wouldn't be no black trivia.
It's never black trivia. It's
black
it's never any trivia. But there'll always be a couple black people in there trying their hardest to answer these questions. So we're like, yo, let's bring some blackness to y'all
Y'all
brewery.
should make that a game. Like,
Yeah.
pay to play. My mind's always trying to
We got we're all behind the scenes. We
Yeah,
talking
we
about
heard that too.
my mind's always trying to monetize something. Like word.
Yeah,
That's dope though.
Yeah. So we do it throughout. We just look at different breweries and ask them if they need some trivia nights.
Yo,
And we take over
there be
their
a bunch of
brewery.
white people in there. We still
Yo,
do the same question.
Yeah, it could.
What's another
What we
question?
gonna do?
You mean when
You got another question?
the ones that people really mess up?
That was the main one.
Oh no. What city was Jennifer Martin
Oh yeah.
born in or from?
That's true. That's a hard one.
I'll give you some multiple. You want
Wait a
no
minute.
multiple choice?
Gina from
No.
Martin was
Slow
born
guess.
born in.
If you need multiple choice,
give me
I'll give
multiple
you
choice.
multiple choice. Tuskegee, Alabama, Miami, Florida, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan.
Wrong.
Where?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. you did it. Next, we're going to commercial break. The 2 minutes up. God damn it. There's 2 minutes. What the hell is in this here?
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Y'all got the cups, though. This is really dope.
Yeah.
man.
Cups got the
And that's your
logo
cup,
on
too.
it. Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah,
I need y'all to sign this, though.
Nah, because you had your lips on it. We not.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Taking no
That's
shit.
the only reason.
What's
We
Yeah.
ain't taking no shit.
Pandemic.
No
It's
big
still,
eyes.
still
You know what?
pandemic.
We is not taking no glass.
If
big
we
eyes
got
out these
if we gotta
streets.
call you that,
It's
you
like a
can keep the
bear
glass.
holding the bunny rabbit. But we never drink my beer. I drink my beer like this.
That's a taster's glass, sir.
That's how Shaq shit
that
up with a
is.
regular
That's
glass.
what
Shaq hand be like,
So that's another thing too. Like these glasses are 4 ounces.
yeah.
Most of the time you go to Beer Fest, glasses come about this size. You
Yeah.
want to be able to taste the beer, and I suggest at a Beer Fest not even filling this up. They
Right,
want to
yeah.
fill it up because they want to get rid of their beer. So they always fill it up. But if you tell them you just want to taste, don't be afraid at a Beer Fest to pour out your beer. Also, another Beer Fest etiquette: try beers you don't necessarily like,
Okay.
like a style that you
Don't y'all got
necessarily.
one coming up? Something coming up that y'all at a beer fest?
Well, we have
had
one.
one
Yeah,
last
we
year.
had one last year. Yeah, the Delaware Beer Fest just came and went.
Yeah,
it was the
it
same
was
weekend as
October
Delaware
5th.
State's homecoming.
Yes.
Well, you at the issue?
No, it wasn't. It was at Farley Stadium.
No, it's y'all at the issue.
No, we were at
we
Farley
were
Stadium.
we were
I
at
was
Farley
at the
Stadium.
issue.
Yeah, we know. We know. We
know
know.
it was, but we had already
made our
committed to that.
commitment to
Yeah,
it. But
yeah.
we got to do our little show in the suite.
Okay.
The VIP suite. I got to run the bases. I had fun.
Yeah,
We had a
was
ball,
a
man.
nice show.
It was some dream come true from 3 dudes from Wilmington being able to be at Farley Stadium. Yeah, that was
That's
dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're having our birthday party for 6 years in December the 14th at Autumn Arch Brewery.
Okay.
Autumn Arch Brewery is having a little festival. It's free this coming Saturday on the 19th. We're having trivia night at Dewey Beer on the 18th.
In Dewey Beach.
In Dewey Beach.
Yeah.
Yep.
We might have to show up
Yep.
for that.
It's the Harbison.
Harbison
The Harbison location. They have 2
It's in
locations
Milton.
down there.
In
So it's
Milton,
kind of
Delaware.
building, yeah.
Yeah. But they got great pizza over there
She was
too.
from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What is in this shit?
Yeah. Hold on. So that
I'm
trivia
getting all
night,
these trivia stuff.
the trivia night is also a beer release on the 18th, which
Yeah.
is a Friday. In the 4 categories, it's going to be Halloween trivia.
Yeah.
So like horror movies, The Cosby Show,
90s hip hop,
90s hip hop, and Fresh Prince.
and Family Matters.
Family Matters,
Matters,
yeah,
yeah.
Family Matters, yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have 4 categories. Every category winner gets a prize, and then the grand prize for the person who has the most points after all 4 categories. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's always a good time. Though.
for sure, we have fun. We have fun.
All right, any more questions for Ivan?
Nah, man, I think we're good.
All right, before we go, we always like to know how people can find you on these worldwide webs, how they can find more about DETV. So we always start with our guests. So how can they find more about DETV, and how can they find out more about DETV and the programming that they do?
Cocaine and heroin. No.
And your memoir.
Smuttin' in 88? That's the name of the memoir, Smuttin' in 88? Tabernacle.
Yo, somebody gonna hear this and be like, yo, is he a preacher? Is he a preacher? No, they can check us out. Follow us on all social medias, DETV. Just Google it, DETV, DETVCH.com, $1 TV, all that great stuff.
Cool.
Just good content, positive content, dope content that makes us as humans look better.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Peace to that.
All right.
That's
Lou?
what we do.
That's not.
Yes, y'all do that.
Yo, we be
It's on a
making
small
people look
scale.
bad on the small
Wait till we edit this up.
They're like, Ivan used to sell heroin back in 98.
You gonna say it in your own words. I did.
They gonna cut mine up. Back in 98.
The owner, founder of DETV, guess what he was doing in 88?
Gee, man, I'm like, it wasn't me, mama.
Lou, how can they find you?
Man, my name is Lou Belgium, and I'm on them Instagrams.
Yeah.
You can find me on IG at IM302YODA.
And you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anyway. Oh, not Google.
And I like how
Google's
you still
gone.
call it Twitter too. I like how you still call it Twitter.
Yeah,
Fuck that shit.
X.
Yeah.
Yo,
Fuck-
it's
nope,
just-
nope,
that's
nope.
Twitter.
That's like an old
That's
nigga
dumb.
just never gonna give up.
I'm gonna wear this member only jacket till the member come back. I'm number one member.
It's like taking Nike and make it Psyche.
Yeah,
It's already,
Ooh.
it's already the brand.
Exactly.
Brand is built
Bro,
in.
Why
shit,
would
I'm
you
old
change
school.
the brand?
Shit,
It's-
that's
that's
Twitter.
so dumb.
You bought the
Sorry.
brand because
It was the
but-
brand.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he's dumb. Some rich people are still stupid.
Yeah, so instead of Google Podcast, you can listen to a Pandora. Anyway, listen to podcasts. You can even say, Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast because we are on Amazon Music. If you want to follow me, Rob Stay Bruising. You can follow, there it is, Rob Stay Bruising. Bing.
Like a robot, yo.
That brain just
Going. That shit, I'm sitting here wondering, like, God damn.
he running through
running.
We
Yeah.
do different. Yeah, that's why this thing mess him up. Go ahead, man.
If
Close
you
this
want
out.
to check us out, www.bruisingbanter. You can get the merch if you want to support the podcast through merch. Shout out to one of our newest partners, Banter. If you want to brew your own beer, you can go to use our promo code Banter100. You can save $100 off of their brew kit. You can brew your own beer at home. So check them out. Banter100. You can definitely check them out. And you can, instead of being $149, $49, you get the kit, the glass, and two beers. So check them out as well. Can't beat them out. This has been episode 269 of Bruising Banter Podcast. Until next time,
Have a good week, everyone.
peace.
Peace.
Bruising Banter Podcast. Banter Podcast. Banter Podcast.